I've been waiting for the right moment to make this video, and it's now, which is odd for me because I've just got out of the shower and I'm sitting here in my bathrobe, but there we go. Because I've wanted to grab a moment where I feel able to reach through the camera somehow and connect with you beyond your ideas of who I am and why I'm making this video and what my work is, and just hear Tim, this 64-year-old man who's like you on this incredibly challenging and mysterious, bittersweet journey of life. Because what I want to share with you is my answer to the question, what's the most important thing we can do with it, with life? And there's loads to say, isn't there? There's so much that matters, actually. But if I had to find the simplest answer to that question, I want to say this, and I don't know which is best, to say it to you in the misleading old language or the inevitably confusing new language that I have. But if I say it in the old language, I would say it's to know God. And if I put that in the new language I've been developing, it would be to say, and what I mean by God is really not the old idea that I feel we've grown beyond. What I mean is the most emergent level of this 14 billion years of evolution, that the universe is flowering into what I mean by God, that having evolved through matter and life to psyche, that a super psyche is forming, of our psyches in communion with each other and with the universe. And that super psyche, that great mind made of small minds, other individual minds, is experienced by me as this extraordinary, loving presence. And why loving? Because that's the emotional response that arises when I'm in communion with it. And not just me. I've seen so many other people experience it too. When they come into communion with each other, they come into communion with the universe and with this super psyche. And I know for me that that's what makes me able to face all the challenges that inevitably come to all of us in life. And it's the experience of that deep communion with the loving presence that motivates me to do everything I do in my work, if that is even the right word. So, if you would like to experience that loving presence, if you'd like to come into the next year having felt that communion, if you would like to come in lifted up out of our normal state of life when it's like that, and open out into this life when it's like that, into the enchantment and magic that comes with that, then you may want to consider joining me for our Deep Awake retreat over New Year. It's a great time to do it. It's very playful. It will also be a celebration, sort of dive into the joy of life. But the heart of it, the center of it, will be that every single person who comes gets to experience that loving presence and feel the difference it makes, and walks out in it as they leave. And takes it into their lives. And having done these retreats for 20 years all over the world with thousands of people, I have immense confidence that if you come, or if there is somebody you know who needs to be there, they come. It will be a new year you never forget.